When I say ready, move, it should be like an explosion. Do you understand? Yes, sir! Okay, scream at the top of your lungs.
Welcome to Marine Corps Boot Camp Preparation with Sergeant J.R. Cox. I was in the Marines from 2003 to 2007. During that time, I was promoted to the rank of sergeant. Also, during that time, I realized that the Marine Corps was not the place for me. So I skedaddled after 4 years. But here I'm going to give you a tip to help you prepare for boot camp. A little portion of boot camp, but a very important portion of boot camp. We are here to learn how to ask permission to go to the bathroom. I know, you're an adult, or you're 18, you're 17, whatever. Maybe you're older than that. You're making decisions later in life, just like I did going to boot camp at 21. I think I was 21 when I went to boot camp. 23. I was 23 when I went to boot camp. But so, what you have to learn is the proper way to speak. In boot camp, you are not an I, you are not a you. Well, you may be a you, but you're not an I, you're not a me, you're not a JR, you're not a whatever. You are a this recruit, or recruit, fill in the blank with your last name. So, for example, for ease of communication purposes here, I will refer to myself as Recruit Cox, because that's who I was in boot camp. So, let's say it's a time of day you want to go to the bathroom, right? You've got to urinate, or perhaps defecate. Defecating is best left to the middle of the night, when you've got some extra time, if you're even able to get out of the rack to make it that way. So, we'll start with the basics though. You need to urinate. That's all you need to do. You're a grown person. You need to go to the bathroom. But at boot camp, Marine Corps boot camp, you got to ask permission of a guy who may be younger than you if you were in my situation. But this is the way to do it. It's structured in this way. You must first get the attention of the instructor, whoever the drill instructor is, or whoever the instructor is where you are, within the parameters of boot camp. You must get their attention. And that is saying this: Sir, good morning, sir. Or, ma'am. Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. Don't mix the two. In boot camp, it can be difficult because you'll see a strong, powered female drill instructor, and maybe your brain has just been focused on saying sir, good morning, sir. You'll mess up and you'll say sir to a female drill instructor. Prepare yourself from that point forward. But you have to get their attention, and you say, Sir, good morning, sir. Recruit Cox requests permission to make a head call. So, what you're saying is there, good morning, that's the greeting. Then you are requesting permission. You, Recruit Cox, not I need to go to the bathroom, or can I go to the bathroom, please, or anything like that. It's Recruit Cox requests permission to make a head call. Okay? The head is the bathroom. It's a naval term. The Marine Corps is part of the Navy, Department of the Navy. Some will say it's the men's department. That's a little inside joke. But what you need to remember is that structure. The greeting, getting the attention. Sir, good morning, sir. Or sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, good evening, sir. Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. Whatever it is. That's how you start it. Then, identify yourself. Recruit Cox. Recruit whatever your last name is. Hope that it's not a name that they can make fun of too easily in boot camp. Recruit Cox requests permission to make a head call, sir. Finish it up with that sir or ma'am. Okay? So, let's run through that real quickly again. It's easy once you get it in your head. Sir, good morning, sir. Recruit Cox requests permission to make a head call, sir. Okay, so you've got it down. You understand how to say it. You present yourself in front of your drill instructor and you stand at attention. You're just still. You're like, that's what you got to do. Your thumbs are along the seam of your pants, your trousers. Just put them down there. And then you look directly at the drill instructor, but not in the eyes, because you know what that'll get you. And you say, "Sir, good morning, sir. Recruit Cox requests permission to make a head call, sir." And you prepare yourself for the response. You're hoping for the affirmative. That's not always the case. And sometimes, if you wait until the last minute of needing to make a head call, you may find yourself in a predicament. So, if you find an opportune time that you may or may not need to go, but you feel like perhaps this might be a good time to go, that's when you ask. Do not wait until the last minute. If you wait until the last minute and you get it all together and you're like, "Sir, good morning, sir. Recruit Cox requests permission to make a head call, sir." And the response you get is, "No!" That's not going to be a pleasant time to get that response, because that response will come. So, do it when you don't really need to go, but you feel like it's a good time that you might get the opportunity to go, and choose your timing wisely, basically. Now, that's for just the number one, for urination. Number two, it's the same request, but you're not going to want to do this during the daytime when anything is going on, okay? You're going to want to, tell your mind in the middle of the night to wake up and make a head call when the drill instructors are asleep, okay? So what that looks like is it's the same request. If you were to be brazen enough to make the request to make a number two head call during the day, it's the same question. It's, "Sir, good morning, sir. Recruit Cox requests permission to make a head call, sir." Same thing. The only issue is, if you're just doing a number one, if you get permission, and you're just doing a number one, you can get in there and get out, hopefully, before they come in there and start to razz you to get you out of the head, okay? But for the number two, don't do it during the daytime, because what's going to happen is you'll get permission at some point, maybe, to go make a number two head call. You don't make it a point to tell them it's a number two head call. Don't make that mistake. But if you happen to do it, you just feel like, "Oh, I just have to go." Okay, here's what's going to happen if you spend any longer than about a minute in the head sitting on the toilet. You will get a visit from the drill instructor. He will come to your stall. There is no door. Don't worry about the door. There's no door there. It's just an open stall. You'll be fortunate enough to have even separating walls between the commodes, okay? You'll get a visit after about a minute. And that drill instructor will come in there and he'll say, "Squeeze it out, pinch it off." Did you understand that? Squeeze it out, pinch it off. All right. You better squeeze it out and pinch it off, or he will snatch you up off of that toilet and make you just pull up your stuff and go on about your day. That won't be comfortable. Fortunately, I didn't have to deal with that, but I knew some guys who did. So, hopefully, that information is helpful to you if you are planning on going to Marine Corps boot camp, especially in Parris Island. I don't know. I think when you step off the bus in San Diego to go to boot camp, they give you a glass of champagne and, I don't know, maybe diapers. I'm not sure. Or maybe they just give you all the opportunities to go to the bathroom that you want. My experience was at Parris Island in South Carolina, which actually is just a few hours north of where I am right now, and I am getting bit by sand fleas. Those are biting gnats. So if you go to Parris Island, prepare yourself for that as well. And you're not going to be able to move to scratch them, or else you're going to be in big trouble. So hopefully that video was helpful, giving you the instructions on how to ask permission to use the bathroom when you're in Marine Corps boot camp.